So, good evening. Tonight's class um, is all about cadence and resistance. So, we're going to work on a flat road and we're going to find our preferred cadence, and then we're going to find a resistance that we can hold at that preferred cadence, and then we're going to up our pace. Okay, and then when we get to climbing, we're going to do it the other way round. So we maintain the same RPM, same revolutions per minute, but we add in resistance and try and maintain those. Okay, so that's the plan anyway. So we'll see how we go. So to start with, we've got a 5-minute flat road. Nice and easy warm up. Then we're just going to up the pace a little bit. So just find a comfortable warm-up pace with a little bit of resistance in. You can just hold the road. So the third of this ride is in the saddle. We've got a few runs in the warm-up just to get our heart rate up a little bit. So your heart rate is aiming for about 60% to start. Very aerobic. Now, because I think there's only one or two of you that have got a cadence monitor on your bike, we're going to do the counting test several times just so that you can hold on to your pace. Just staying nice and relaxed. Just find that nice rhythm in your pedaling. As we gradually start preparing our bodies for a little bit more intensity. A bit of mind over matter in this ride. But it also reminds us how we can shift our intensity and rising our heart rate, not just with resistance but with cadence as well. And the combination of the two, we can alter our heart rate levels and our levels of intensity. So just a couple more minutes like this. So 90 seconds, we're going to add in a run. Just a couple of runs. Just to try now and move our heart rate up between 65 and 70% max. So just stay with it for another minute. Get a little bit of resistance in. Let's bring it up into a run. Hand position 2, 2.5. Back to the saddle. Seconds, we're going to run again. This is warming up. A little bit of resistance. Up we go. Back into the saddle. So we got one more run. And then we're going to start 2.5 minute segments. Now we got 4 of those. They're all in the saddle. If you need to stand just for a bit of relief, that's fine. One of them is recovery. Will take focus. Okay, one more run. Come up. Now when we get back to the saddle, I want you to find a cadence that you can feel you can maintain. Not too high, back to the saddle, because we're going to increase that cadence. So, point of reference, I am on 92 RPM. Your flat road cadence is between 80 and 110. Now if I stay about 93, against the resistance that I've got in, I can ride for quite a long time. But the plan is in 2 minutes' time, we're going to shift our cadence up the gear. The resistance stays the same. Now, if your legs are flying and they're not working against anything, you also need to add in a little bit of gear to push against. So in order to check your cadence where you are, you're going to count on one leg for 6 seconds, and whatever number you get at the end, you're going to put a 0 on. So ready to go? Now. Stop counting. So whatever it is, put a 0. Now I counted 10, but my cadence is 95, so you would be anywhere between 10 and any one grouping, but it gives you an idea. So we're going to change in about 30 seconds time. I can monitor what I'm doing. You just need to feel it, and we're looking to up about 5 RPM. So we'll do another cadence check in a little bit, but just feel your speed getting faster. We're ready. 3, 2, 1. Just pick it up. So you need to be able to hold that extra for another 2.5 minutes. Now your breathing's probably changed already, as will your heart rate. So my RPM is now about 99, and my heart rate, my percentage heart rate has jumped up about 3% so far, and it will climb. Seconds to hold this, then we're going to change again. Just find your rhythm within the beats. Seconds left at this pace. Now this really takes a little bit of mental practice. It's not easy. So we're going to pick it up again. Then we'll do a cadence check. 5 seconds. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. So ready to count in 5 seconds on one leg, see where you are. Start counting now. Stop counting. So mine came out at 10 and I'm riding 103 RPM. Focus, come on. One minute. So close now. 30 seconds and you can pull back. drop back. Oh, no, I could feel that. So, I've got 2.5 minutes now just to find some recovery. So the first half of this ride is all about finding the right resistance and upping the cadence incrementally over 2 or 3 sets of 2.5 minutes. The second half is the opposite, as I said before. So the next up will be a climb. Exactly the same principle. 2.5 minutes to find your climb. And a climbing heart rate starts at about 75% max, okay? Now the only thing that's going to change when you found your climb is the speed of your legs. So climbing cadence, 80 RPM to 60 RPM. So starting at a lower end allows you to increase your cadence. But don't have so much resistance in, you're unable to do that. Cadence increase doesn't have to be by a lot. Even 2, 3 revolutions per minute that you hold at a higher cadence against resistance will increase your heart rate. It would also push you further and faster along the road. This recovery's gone quickly. In 15 seconds we're actually going to start finding our climb. So you've got 2.5 minutes to build in resistance. Okay, build it in. 2.5 minutes, take your time over it. So, in order to be able to pick up your pace, let's try and start about 70 RPM. So I'm going to build in my resistance, find my climb, and give you a guide. Currently, my resistance is 74 RPM. I'm going to add a little bit more resistance in because I want it to drop just a little bit. So I got room to push a little bit harder. Okay, if you're ready, we're going to do a cadence check. 5 seconds, counting on one leg. Ready? Go. Stop counting. That gave me 7. Now the difference with this, it's going to have a little run on a hill, then back in the saddle, try and fix a slightly higher cadence. If you've got a watch, you can always test it yourself over 6 seconds, counting on one leg. So coming up out the saddle, posture break more than anything. Back to the saddle, so pick it up. We'll do another test very soon. Just to see if you've managed to push it up. You should be able to tell. Start counting now. Stop counting. Add a 0. One more minute. Then we've got one more change. A little bit of recovery. Seconds, we're going to run again and then just pick up that pace. You ready? Bring it out the saddle, hand position 2, 2.5. Same resistance, don't touch that, back to the saddle. Okay, let's pick it up. So whatever it was before, we need it a little bit higher. So we're going to count on one leg again in about 5 seconds. Start counting. Stop counting. One minute. Fifteen seconds, come on. and drop it down. 2.5 minutes. Nice and easy. So we're going back to the flat after we've had this little bit of recovery. Part 2. So this time, you find a comfortable pace on the flat, just like before, and you hold that pace, and we change the resistance every 2.5 minutes, not the pace. Ready to go again. Okay, flat road, add resistance, comfortable pace. So we're now on an active flat. Find the pace that makes you happy, that you feel you could hold for a long time, with some resistance. You are pushing against something and not just air. So I'm going to hold this for 2 minutes. So again, I've naturally settled into about 92, 93 RPM. It seems to be my flat road cadence. Whatever it is you're doing now, you're going to try and hold, whatever happens. So we'll do a little test just to see. Start counting on one leg now. Stop counting. Got 1 minute. And then we change the resistance, not the pace. Seconds. I'm going to add in some resistance. Not a lot. 3, 2, 1. Just a little bit. Try and keep the shoulders down, upper body relaxed. Not easy, I know. Keep it going. One more minute with this combination. Let me change again one more time. And then your 3 out of 4 sections are done. Okay, we're ready. Final increase on the flat. Add a little in. Enough to feel the difference. Maintain. Shoulders down. Relaxed upper body as best you can. Driving through and down. Seconds at this intensity. That's all. It's time to dig in a little. Whatever little mantra you have, use it now. Some of it's directed at me. 60 seconds. Grit and determination. 30 seconds, come on. So close. 3, 1, and relax. Two and a half minutes. One more section to go. Pushing high cadence against resistance, I think, personally, is probably one of the hardest things to do. Maintaining that rhythm. So, next one, final section, climbing again. So you find your comfortable pace, you find your climb, you hold that pace, and we add a resistance. There are 2 resistance changes, and then you're done. These 2.5 minutes recovery go a lot quicker than the 2.5 minutes work. You got 30 seconds before the beat kicks in, everything changes again. And here we go. Resistance. You got 2.5 minutes to find your climb. Find your climb, resistance, and your comfortable climbing pace. Small increases till you hit your beginning of a climb. 75% max heart rate is your starting point. So, minute into your climb, we'll do a cadence check, see where you are. Ready to count on one leg. Starting now. Stop counting. It's between 60 and 80 RPM. Any of those, you're comfortable with it, but we are going to add in resistance, so try not to drop your leg speed. So as before, we're going to start off standing this time, hand position 3 for 30 seconds mainly as a change of position. Then back to the saddle. You're going to hold the increase in resistance you put on with the standing climb. We'll do another cadence check. If you find a beat with the music, it gives you a guide when you sit back down. Okay, increase comes now. out the saddle. Back to the saddle. Cadence check in 10 seconds. You either need to up your speed or lower it to get to the same point as before. Start counting now. Stop counting. One more minute with this combination. Final change. Start off with a standing climb, your final increase in resistance. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back to the saddle. Hold for the final time. "90 seconds. One more minute in the saddle. It's a toughie. Come on, final bit. So much easier, and the cadence change stays the same in terms of following a beat. and take it down, and take it down. Just going to ride it easy, 3 minutes. Woo! Takes a lot of concentration. Nice and relaxed. Just take the effort out of the legs, a little bit at a time. Gradually start bringing the bikes down to a stop. Now I'm not sure whether my voice will carry on in the stretch, as it quite often decides to dip out. So we'll give it a go. So if you want to just bring the bikes down to a stop, and then we'll just start with rolling our shoulders. It's nice. And the other way. Okay, nice deep breath in. Exhale as you reach the top. Pushing out to the sides, continue to exhale. Inhale. Pushing up to the ceiling, exhale. Pushing out to the sides, continue to exhale all the way down. And again, this time keep the arms at the top. Inhale, exhale, push right up towards the ceiling as you continue to exhale and find your own breath. And then just pull down to one side, back to center, and the other side. Hands together, push away and drop the head down. Relax the arms down. Bring one across and look over the shoulder that you're stretching. Swap sides. And just relax them down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Abby, for riding with me, and everyone else who will do it on catch up. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you on Thursday.